one of the big things I took away is help people. Help people achieve their goals. And when you do that, they will help you in return. Now that gets thrown around a lot. Like, hey, I can help you. How can I help you? A lot of people don't back it up. So what I did is I helped people. More specifically, I helped them make money.
Welcome, Hustle and Fit family. I have another great interview for you guys today. I have Brandon T. Adams. He's an Emmy award-winning producer, host of a TV series called Success in Your City. You need to check that out. He's a podcaster, speaker, inventor, advisor, crowdfunding expert, media expert, and he's a serial entrepreneur. But what really fascinates me with Brandon is he stays in shape. Like, he's actually being able to do all of these crazy things and he's still looking good, making it. So, that's something that is really big in Hustle and Fit. And I wanted to pick his brain to figure out, how does he stay in shape and do all of these amazing things? So Brandon, welcome to the Hustle and Fit podcast series. How's it going, man?
Good. I'm glad to be on this show because I don't think it's been a long time since I talked about just fitness and stuff, because it is a huge part of my life. Like, I think it should be for any entrepreneur that are doing things at a high level. Fitness has saved me, man. Like, fitness is what keeps me going and keeps me motivated.
And actually, that's a big thing, because I wanted to talk about that a little bit, because a lot of people don't realize that how important fitness is. What would you say are the top 3 reasons why you stay in shape while trying to do a business?
One, it keeps me sane. Like, since I was 13 years old, like when I was getting into football, I've been working out probably, back then it was 4 times a week, but 4 to 7 days a week for 15 years. And it's mainly been, for one, mental. Like, it keeps me sane, especially in entrepreneurship. I used to stress out a lot, and it would eliminate my stress. In my family, I'm the only one in my family that doesn't take blood pressure medicine. So I'm proud of that. I think fitness is that. It's also, before I go on camera or before I take the stage, it makes you look better in terms of, like, you sweat all those bad things, just how your skin looks and how you feel. It's crazy, man. But it's also some of the best ideas that I get. Like, I could name a lot of times where I was in the middle of a workout. Even this morning I had a really good idea, which led to an email I sent today. But, like, in the middle of a workout, I'll get the best ideas. And what I do is I go to my app on my phone, my notes app, and I'll write them down. And as soon as I get home, I'll implement it. And so some of my best ideas come from when I'm working out. It's actually proven when you exercise, because I studied all this stuff because it really fascinated me. There's a certain part of your brain that engages and it releases, euphoria, or I'm not good with the language, but it basically releases a chemical that makes you happier and creativity. So it actually helps you become more successful. People don't realize that. And yeah, it does make you look good. It's nice to have some abs or have a body that looks good, especially if you're going to be on camera.
Oh, that's amazing. And how do you actually manage your time so that you are able to stay fit? Because you're doing so many things at the same time.
I think people look at it the wrong way. They think, I don't have time to work out. I don't have time to exercise. You don't have time not to do it. Like, I look at it as, if I exercise that day, I will get more stuff done in that day. I will feel better. If I miss an exercise, I will feel bogged down. Sometimes I get irritated. Like, it is my drug. And so for me, it's different when I travel, but being home a lot now, what I do is I'm the early morning riser. I'll wake up at 4:50 a.m. From 5 a.m. till 5:30. I'll pray. I'll set my goals. I'll think about my day. And then usually from 5:45 to 6:45, I'll work out. Right across the street, we have one of the largest lifetime fitness centers in the country. And so I'll go work out there. This morning it was 5:30 to 6:30 because I had yoga. But I do it early. Because what happens is, most people, if you don't do it early, your day goes on and it's like, I don't want to go to the gym. For me, I do more before 7 a.m. than most people do throughout their day. So it's like, I feel better. I'm ready to take on the day. and then there's no excuses. And I really do believe exercise will make your day go so much better, whether you're trying to be fit or not, whether you're going to lift weights or you're going to do yoga or you're going for a run or stretch, something that gets your body moving and your blood flowing. It will help you perform at a higher level. And there's so many studies out there. I'm not an expert in this space, but you can look online, as you probably know, like there's studies that show it helps you perform at a higher level and it helps you be on top of your game.
Wow, that's amazing. And you actually you created a show called Success in Your City where you studied the mindset of entrepreneurs and what they went through and so forth.
Yeah.
How many of I know you interviewed a couple people, but how would you say, if you could do like a percentage breakdown of the people that you were interviewing were working out, and how many of them, the ones, if they didn't work out, what was the percentage that you noticed? Like, what did you notice about the people that were working out from the others?
That's a very good question. It's interesting because I would say probably 50-50 between who worked out regularly and who didn't. And each had their own version of success. A couple of people I think of, like our first episode we did for our show was on Shea Hillenbrand. He was a 2-time All-Star, played for the Red Sox. He also played for, I think, the Blue Jays in Canada. I can't remember, Edmund Blue Jays, maybe it was. I should know that. But he obviously exercised, and it was a big part of his life. Some of them did it. What I found is some successful people, they make a lot of money, and then they put their exercise on the back burner, and then they get fat. And it's and for me, I mean, wealth is in all areas, not just your bank account, but how you feel, how you look, just spiritually. And so some people put in the back burner. I will say, which Kevin Harrington, he does exercise on regularly. Heck, that guy's cut. I don't know, he probably doesn't want me to say this. I think he's 64, and he's literally like when he wakes up, he'll his big hotel rooms he'll like do jumping jacks, push-ups, and he'll exercise. And he talks about it in his book that it's coming out this month, Mentor to Millions. He talks about how it helps him get his blood flowing and ready to start his day. And how you start your day is literally determines the rest of your day. So yeah, it helps too. I don't know if I mentioned this, but my wife is a personal trainer.
Oh, wow.
So, but hey, before I met her, I still worked out a lot.
Obviously.
But I have a personal trainer that's on my ass sometimes, and she'll give me tough love, and she'll be like, Brandon, man, you could look a little better. And so it's like, damn it, I love it, but I hate it. That does help.
That helps a lot, man. Living with your trainer. That'll keep you ripped.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's awesome, man. Yeah, and like it's crazy. Like you talk about Kevin Harrington. Yeah, he's a super successful guy, and he's even working out, so that's amazing.
Yeah, he's got too. I mean, he's definitely in shape. I got to give it to the guy.
Oh man, that's awesome. How did you even this is just a kind of a side question, but like, how did you go from like launching a show and then getting it like an Emmy award? How did you do all that?
Dude, sometimes I don't know how I did it, but I'll tell you, what I did is I got into crowdfunding. I was helping people raise money. And one of the key components of crowdfunding was a video. So we started creating the videos for our clients. And I think maybe you knew about this. The first project I did was with the Freedom Journal with John Lee Dumas. Mm-hmm. And so I helped him raise money with that project. And I saw the power of a video. And I started doing more videos. And then one day after one of my events, a guy said, hey, if you help me raise money on a Kickstarter campaign, I'll make you my co-host for a TV show. He had shot a pilot. And so we used the pilot for the campaign. And we raised the money, and then I became his co-host, and they went and shot the show. We traveled the country, interviewed people, and so what happened is we found success with that. I realized how much I love doing the TV stuff. We got an Emmy nomination. We didn't win an Emmy award. Nothing hurts more than going to the ceremony, not winning. And that night, I told myself, next year I'm coming back, and I'm winning an Emmy. And what do you know? A year later, we had filmed part of our show, and we had submitted the documentary on Shea Hillenbrand for an Emmy, and then we submitted our trailer. We won an Emmy for the trailer of our show. We won for the documentary we did on Shea Hillenbrand. And so we actually, 2 Emmys we took home. And so it was pretty cool. Like, and when I won it, I was like, I told my dad, he didn't even know what an Emmy was. I mean, I'm from a town of 700 people, but it was cool to see to win a prestigious award in that space, because I never knew what that was growing up. 3 years prior to that, I'd never shot a show in my life. But what I did is I consumed myself with it. I put a lot of time, money, and effort into it, and I surrounded myself with people that had already been there and done that. And then I became obsessed and made it my one thing.
Wow, that's amazing. I love that story. That's a crazy story. Yeah, I did know about your crowdfunding days too. That was pretty amazing to learn about that with you.
Yeah.
And what would you say, because you are a success coach, you've helped people, grow their businesses, help people crowdfund. So there's a lot of things that you've done in terms of helping others help transfer that success into their lives. What are the top 5 things that you think stop people from actually having big successes in their life?
That's a good question. Top 5 things. I guess I have 5 things that help you have success, but I'll look at it this way. So the first one is lack of action. They don't take action. I'm all about taking action on things. It's one thing to talk about it, but sometimes you got to do, you got to disrupt, you got to try different things. So taking action is one thing. The second one is they don't surround themselves with the right people. So they surround themselves with negative people that bring them down. Sometimes friends you have, maybe friends you got to get rid of because they're pulling you down. So surround yourself with the right people. Another one is finding a unique value proposition to give to the world. So if you're a personal trainer, become the best at personal training. Add massive value to your clients. Give them results. If you work in business, like I was in crowdfunding, I help people raise money. I help people find success. So add massive value. And when you add massive value to somebody, in return, you get value, that could be money. It could be other things, but the more value you give, the more you back in return. The next one is investing. People don't invest in themselves. They don't invest in their future. They don't invest in their brand. Take a percentage every month of what you make and invest. And maybe that's investing in stock. Maybe that's investing in your own personal brand. Maybe it's investing in coaching. People just don't do it. They think that it's a scam. They think that, people are just trying to take my money. When you have that negative mindset, you're not going to get results. So investing. And then the last one is people give up. They give up too soon. Some people give up when they're getting close to their goal. I found out some of our darkest times lead to our greatest successes. And right beyond our lowest moment when we want to quit is when there's like a trophy on the other side. And I feel like we're being tested. So just know that if you just keep going with something, keep pushing through, keep driving through the tough times, it just takes one time to be right. Like literally one time to be right, and then your life has changed. And so people quit. Don't quit.
Nice. I love that. All right, I have one question second last question, because you actually said something interesting. You said surround yourself with the right people. Now, I know you have a very great circle of people around you. How the heck did you do that? Like, how does somebody go, let's say I have a circle, but my circle is not as vast and as great as yours. How do I build a stronger network and start those relationships and start moving forward?
Yeah, I started as a nobody. Nobody knew me. Again, I was in a small town in Iowa that nobody knew about. What I did is I read the book Think and Grow Rich, and I saw the power of the 13 principles. And so one of the big things I took away is help people achieve their goals. And when you do that, they will help you in return. Now that gets thrown around a lot. Like, hey, I can help you. How can I help you? A lot of people don't back it up. So what I did is I helped people. More specifically, I helped them make money. So that crowdfunding campaign for this book right here, the Freedom Journal, I helped John Lee Dumas do over $500,000 in 30 days for his book. I helped him make a lot of money. I helped him buy his house in Puerto Rico. So that helped him. And in return, he helped me. And then somebody that I probably helped the most and made the most money was Kevin Harrington. Oh, wow. I helped him. The first time we met is I actually hired him to speak at my event, and I paid his fee. And at that time, I didn't have the money, but I figured it out. And so what I've done is I've helped the right people. I guess if you want to take anything away, pick 5 or 10 people, and I write this down all the time. Who are the 10 people that you want to spend the next 12 months helping? And usually these are people that already achieved what you want to achieve. So help them, make them money, help them reach their goals. In return, reciprocity will kick in and they will help you. But also being associated with them, you're going to get in their inner circle and you're going to make money. You're going to get opportunities that you would have never got without them. We're talking about the titans, the people that they've spent their whole life building up this Rolodex. And if you can get into that Rolodex, you're going to get opportunities you would have never got without them.
Powerful. I hope everyone paid attention to that, because that is a very big piece to the.
That's how I live my life. If you guys, if you follow that, you can get whatever the fuck you want in life. And I'm living truth. Like, just help a lot of people and the right people.
Nice. I love that. Man, you've given us so much great value. You provide so much great information. Where can people find you, and what are you working on right now?
Yes, I'm on social media, as you know. Follow me. Sometimes I'm funny, sometimes I'm not. Sometimes I provide business tips, but I'm Brandon T. Adams on all social media channels. The big thing I'm working on now, and I'm excited about to go on a 10-day road trip across the country, is my wife and I got this book called The Road to Success. And so this book we actually wrote after we filmed our TV series, Success in Your City. Usually they do the book and then they do the show. We did the opposite. So what we did is we did the show and we learned so much along the way. So we wrote a book sharing how we created a TV show, how we won Emmys, and then we feature the stories we did on our show. So this book is releasing September 22nd. We got a book deal, so it's cool. It's in Barnes & Noble. It's in Amazon, everywhere you can think of, it's there. And so that's coming out. People can get that book at successinyourcity.com. And yeah, man, I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing, enjoying life, having fun, being spontaneous, and keep changing the way people look at success. Because here's, I guess, one thing I want to share with everybody before I go is, success is what you make it. Like, you look online, there's an Instagram success, like everybody's got it figured out. Fuck that. I don't care who they are. They don't got it figured out. We're all trying to figure this out. Even my billionaire friends are still trying to figure it out, but they figured out one thing, how to make money. So, like, we're all trying to figure this thing out in this thing called Earth and life, and just enjoy it and do what makes you happy. What is success to you? That's the first question. What does success mean to you? And then after you figure that out, go after that. But your success may be different than what somebody else's is. Follow your success, not what others want you to do, whether it's your family, your friends, or the critics. Do what you want to do, and you'll be happy, and you'll be at peace with everything.
Wow. Actually, I think you've already answered my last question anyways. So I think I'll leave it at that. That was a good final message. Anyways, Hustle and Fit family, I'm telling you, you need to follow Brandon. You need to get his book, check out the show, check out everything he's doing. Because really and truly, if you're trying to get up better in your health, your fit, like your wealth, Brandon is the type of person that's going to really inspire you and give you some really great tips on being able to do that. So as I was saying, everybody, make sure you're having an awesome week. Take care of yourselves, keep hustling, and stay fit. Thanks, Brandon.